Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. We are ready to move on with this thing. I don't want to waste any time bloviating and going over more stuff that I already have, but I've already done all the straight lines. Now we just want to do that background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my 60-degree bit, and I am going to do my dimple background. Now the reason I'm going to do that, normally speaking, I would go around everything again, and so that it gives me more room around there, but being as this is a really small area, I don't want to do that, and I don't need to, because this is just going to be natural color, same color as that. I'm not going to spray this black because these are going to be colored black and blue outset letters. So anyway, I just wanted to go over that, and the fact that I'm not going to have to worry about high spots, because whether there's high spots or not doesn't matter, since that's not going to be sprayed black. So I hope that makes sense. I don't know if it did or not.
Made sense to me.
Okay, so let's do this. I'm really liking these little fairy lights, by the way. They're working out really, really well so far. So let me set my depth here. I think that is a little bit low. By the way, I learned something on this rigid router. You guys know this is not my favorite router because of this this thing here. Not my favorite router, but I realized that I needed to get in there and kind of I threw some oil in there, down in here, down in there, and now it works much better, much easier to adjust that. It was really stiff before, but now it. Be amazed what a little 3-in-1 oil will do. Anyway, all right, so let's get after it. I think I'm set at about 3/16. Guys, I think you can get the idea of what I'm doing there. Let me give you an updated depth on that, because I did set it deeper after I started there. I'm just shy of 1/4 of an inch. I wanted it to be deep enough that I didn't get too many high spots in there. I've got a few. But anyway, so I'm going to finish this off off camera. Oh boy. And then we'll come back and we'll get into carving that boat. Alright guys, so we got this all done. Now I'm just going to, everything that's black there, I'm going to cut inset, and then this blue is going to be outset just like these boat letters. So I've got my profile bit back in. I'm set at a little over 1/8 of an inch, 3/16. Here we go. folks, there it is. I'm pretty happy with that. I love the way that cherry carves. So that was a little tricky when the lines got thin and stuff, lifting the base a little bit and getting it to look right and nice and smooth and a good transition. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with that. So when we come back, we are going to, what are we going to do when we come back? Oh yeah, I've got to mask this off because I want these lines black. So I got to mask this off and spray it. So we'll do that when we come back. All right, folks, so I masked this off, I sprayed it. I just didn't see a sense in doing that on camera. You guys have seen me doing that a lot. So now I'm just going to sand this thing off. I've got my my disc sander, and people keep wanting to know what this is. This is model number DWE 6401DS. Anyway, my favorite sander ever. So I'm going to sand this. I've got an 80 on here, and we'll get this off of here. Second sand I did.
Hold it up.
Yeah, the second sand was I think it was a 150. So now we are going to go into Vicky's shop and do some resin work. So we'll meet you in there. All right, folks. So now we are getting resin to do ready. Wow, yes, we are getting ready to do some resin, and Vicky's going to do that. But before that, because here's my plan, our plan. We're going to fill this whole thing with resin, but because it's actually two separate pieces that are put together in this panel door, what we need to do is we need to seal up the back of this so that the resin doesn't drip through. So we are going to use the Star Bond. We're going to use the Star Bond gap filler and the accelerator. It actually works better at an angle like this. I've tried it before. I've actually tested this once and it actually worked pretty good. But I've got to do it kind of in sections, even though this stuff is thick. I've got to kind of do it in sections, otherwise it'll all drain down into that gap before I have a chance to dry it. So that makes a pretty good seal. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Not that way. Put it back. Yeah, you can see it good there.
You can see it good? All right, so I'm just going to kind of do this all the way around.
Whew, I gotta open the window.
Yeah, this stuff is pretty potent. Oops, kind of got offline there.
You gonna finish it on, or?
No, just do this and then I'll do the rest of it off camera. And that should pretty much seal it up. So I'm going to do that all the way around. Then when we come back, Vicky's going to pour some resin.
Okay guys, so Eric has done his part. He did the carving.
we are going to be using some Totalboat Tabletop Epoxy. And what we're going to do, Eric taped off all the carving, so we do not want any resin in the carving. And what we want to do is we want to fill up this whole little reservoir right here with resin. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this black diamond iridescent blue to fill in that little reservoir there. We want to make it fairly light because we want to be able to see the detail and the ridges in the wood there. So we're gonna.
And how many ounces of?
We have a total of 14 ounces of resin to fill this thing in because we want it to come all the way up to this ridge without going over if possible.
So that's a 1-to-1, so it's 7 and 7 then.
Correct.
Got it.
So I'm going to mix it and Eric's going to tell me if it's the color that he wants. I think you want it a little darker.
Yeah, that's what I would have said. Whenever I don't know what I want, I just have to ask you. You know what I want.
That's my job. That's why I get paid the big bucks.
That's right.
All right. This is so pretty. There is a fly buzzing around here, and I do not like flies in my shop. All right, so now we got to mix it real good.
And you mixed it, what, for 4 or 5 minutes before the camera went on?
Yeah, about 4 minutes. And then we realized we had no batteries, and we had to go get batteries, so it was actually mixed a little bit longer. All right. So now I'm going to pour this.
So the way we pictured it, we really want it kind of a blue tint, but almost translucent, so we can see that.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Fingers crossed that I don't mess this up. Ooh, that's pretty. Quiet. I'm not talking because if I talk, I'm afraid I'll mess it up.
Well, I'm not talking. Because then if you mess it up, it'll be
your fault, that's right.
I hope I got that thing all sealed up on the back side.
We will find out. This resin, it's self-leveling, so it's going to kind of work its way. We might do a little moving around to get it to make sure it's where we want it. Ooh, I think we made just about exactly enough.
Looks like you did make the right amount. Yeah, I like that color. Looks good.
All right, I'll get this last little bit here. I think that's about as much as I'm going to test my stable hands there. So I'm just going to move it around a little bit, get it up here. Give it a place to stop. I think I'm making Eric nervous.
No, I'm not nervous.
Okay, so now we're going to let this dry. Well, probably, gosh, looks like we went over a little bit here. Yeah, maybe a little too much, but you're going to have to sand it.
It doesn't matter. We're going to sand it.
It's going to be sanded. Yeah.
So it's no big deal. Needs to come down this way or a little bit, flow down this way.
Yeah.
You need another couple Dixie cups under there.
No, I'm afraid if I put more Dixie cups, it's going to be off.
Man, you poured that looks like exactly the right amount.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, guys, we're going to keep playing with this, or Vicky is. Keep playing with it, and when we come back, this should all be dried, and then we'll sand it off, and we've got some more surprises on this.
Yes.
So we will be back.
Okay, guys, welcome back. So we poured the resin, and if you look at the resin, we probably should have sealed the board first because we have a lot of these micro bubbles. Some of these are gonna all be sanded off. It's not gonna matter, but I wanted you to see. You can see them really clear. That's all gonna be sanded down. But if you look down here, there's also micro bubbles kind of all over. And up here, I went with the Dremel. I wanted to play with it a little bit to see what I was going to be able to do.
Okay,
So
don't move it. I'm working my way over there.
All right, so up here, I just took the Dremel and kind of carved in little holes in there, not just kind of trying to get those bubbles out of there. And I'm going to show you how I do that.
You want to show the Dremel tool?
Yeah, I'm going to
okay.
put it down and show you how I do it here. So this is the Dremel that we're using, and I don't know what kind of little bottlenose Dremel bit there.
So hold it against the board, please. Yeah, there we go.
So I'm going to show you how I do that. Very carefully, very light-handed. So I'll finish all this off the camera, but the reason I said you really want to be light-handed is because this, sorry, I just spit on the board. This bevel, I guess, what do you want to call that? This ledge right here, the board, is very, and the resin is very thin over that. You don't want to dig into the wood. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to sand, I won't sand it, I'm just going to do the dremeling, and then we'll come back and we'll sand the whole thing off.
Okay, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, guess what, guys? We ran long again, so it looks like we're going to go into a third video on this. But I hope this is being helpful for you. I hope you guys are enjoying this. We're having a blast on it. So Vicky just got done with dremeling those bubbles out, and now going next, she's going to fill those in, sand that off and fill those in. But you guys will see the process on the next video. So, and then we got to get into painting, and we got some other things going on. So anyway, hope you guys are staying safe and staying well, and we will see you on the next video. If you haven't subscribed yet, we'd love for you to subscribe. There's the channel right there. If you need supplies, there's the website. And if you have any questions at all, please email me directly, eric@makeawoodsign.com. And then we are doing 6 days a week now. We are doing live videos at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So, and we're doing those on Facebook. So you can, I'll put across the screen right here, just my name. If you go to Facebook, my name, Eric Roten, then you can find that. If you friend me, then, you know, you'll get notified, and click the little notification button within Facebook. You'll get notified. But 6 nights a week, what is it? I guess Monday through Saturday evening, we are on Facebook, except for Friday night. Friday night, we're still doing our Friday Night Live on right here on YouTube. Anyway, we're filming a lot lately, guys, and we've got a lot, and I'm gathering all of these lives on Facebook, and I'm going to post them on here too. So you're going to see a lot of videos from us coming up. You may have already seen videos almost every day from our live interactions, because we're having a lot of fun over there. So anyway, guys, join us over there. If you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. Have a great one, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.